got to win the game, and we've got to find a way to win. And we won 1-0. But we know inside the dressing room that we can be better, and we need to be better next week against Guatemala with the Gold Cup coming up. We've got to be better than we were today in terms of, I wouldn't say attitude, but maybe we came here with a little bit of complacency, and that showed in our slow play.
Any other questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, despite the win, the Jamaica crowd was a little bit disappointed. But what do you say to the crowd?
I'm disappointed too, and the dressing room is disappointed as well. But that's football. There's no easy games in the Caribbean. We know that. We knew that against St. Vincent, and we know that again today. The key thing was in St. Vincent we got the draw, and here we got the win. And for me, I just say, you know, we have to learn from this, because it's also learning for me, and we have to move on quickly, because Guatemala will be a totally different proposition, and we need to be a better performance if we're to win that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your biggest takeaway from today's game?
The biggest takeaway is 3 points. That make sure we're in the final group stage. That was the most important. And now we need to turn our attention to Tuesday, Guatemala. But I've had lots of these games. They're never pretty. They never go exactly how you want them to. You think everybody thinks we should beat them 5 or 6. We had 5 or 6 chances to do that, but our finishing was very, very poor, and we need to improve that as well.
Ariel?
You got the 3 points, you go back home. How do you feel knowing that Andre plays great position at goal, clean sheet for him? Can you speak on his performance?
I mean, it's important to keep a clean sheet. You don't lose games. We had one bit of quality set play to win the game, and towards the end, you know, they're always taking risk, and it's always difficult, and Andre was always there to make the saves, interceptions, calm the team down, so he's a massive plus for us.
Yeah.
How did you like the reception here from the Jamaica crowd?
Yeah, fantastic. The crowd was great, good atmosphere, and you know, I think the players appreciated their support at the end. They clapped him. Yeah, we knew the diaspora here was a lot, and they came out today and gave us great support.
Do we have any follow-up questions?
Just a follow-up. After you went into the half time with a 1-0 lead, what adjustment did you make for the second half to try to score?
I think move the ball quicker, more movement up front. We were a bit static. We got enough to opportunities, but once we had the opportunity to put the ball in the box, put the ball in the box and make sure our rest defence was right, because that was their only threat. And I think we did that, but our final ball, our final cross, our final finish was not very good today. And this game was a lot about individuals and keep performing. We've done well in the previous 2 games in terms of performance and results. We didn't follow it up today. That's the biggest disappointment for me, was that we never followed the performance that we had last week, this week.
I have a question, Coach. Coming into this game, what was the mindset from Team Jamaica, considering where BVI ranked in terms of FIFA rankings? You know, for some teams, when they come into these types of games, you know, based on the ranking, they have a certain game plan. And then, you know, for teams that are ranked lower, you know, it's more so there's a fair approach to the game. What was your game plan coming into here in terms of your approach when you would have came here to play Team BVI?
Yeah, our approach was to not be complacent, to make sure this is going to be a difficult game, make sure we score the first goal, and then make sure you follow that with the second goal. It makes life a lot easier and you control the game, but we failed to do that. So in terms of opportunities and our finishing, that was poor today. But in general, we came here to win the game, to score goals, to attack, to get more crosses into the ball, more bodies into the ball, get better finishing. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. That's football. I just get the result that Honduras just beat the Cayman Islands in the last minute of the time. So it just proves, when you defend against a low block, and it's difficult to play on that surface, you can defend for 90 minutes and keep a clean sheet, which they nearly did.
One follow-up, sorry. You mentioned you were disappointed overall in terms of